If this is the first moment you found for yourself today, way to go. Thank you for inviting me to be here with you. I'm Amber, and this is my channel, Flow with Amber. Today's practice is going to be simple, short, and effective, and the goal is to relieve any stress. So without further ado, roll out your mats and let's get started. So we're gonna come to sit on the knees, resting the seat onto the heels, and just taking a tall spine, stacking the shoulders over the hips, and resting the hands maybe on the legs. I invite you to close down your eyes and start to find your breath by taking an inhale through the nose and an exhale from the mouth. Let's do 4 more like that. Inhale. Slow sigh. Breathing in fully. We slowly release the breath. And our last one, inhale through the nose. Drop the shoulders down the back, sigh it out. Next breath in and out will be from the nose. Restricting the back of the throat, and just this more forceful exhale from the nostrils. Letting the shoulders melt down the back. Letting that energy just kind of drop and ground into the earth. Setting our intention to relieve any tension, any stress today that we might be holding on to, and just allowing for more space, more openness, more room to show up. Another breath in. Slow exhale through the nose. Good, we're gonna take both the arms out to the sides, turn the right palm open, left palm down, and turn and gaze over the open palm. Take a breath in. Exhale, turn the other palm open like a corkscrew and look to the left. Inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Good, next breath in, reach both arms overhead. Grabbing opposite elbows, bring the head through the frame, and then take the rib cage in so that we can bring shoulders over hips. Looking through the frame of the arms, take 3 breaths. Each inhale, the belly expands, the rib cage, and the chest. And exhale. Inhale, 3 parts belly, ribs, chest. Let it go. Last one, 3 breaths, belly, ribs, chest, and exhale, release the hands. Let's come onto all fours. Once you arrive, we'll stack shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and start to shake the tail and the head in opposite directions. Make sure each time our hands are grounded on the mat, we've got the fingers spread wide, a nice strong foundation. Good, let's add some hip circles. So next time we come to the left, drop the hips down by the heels and over to the right. And just let the neck be an extension of the spine as we move all of this energy, wringing it out of our body. Take a few the opposite way. And let's come into a puppy pose. Hands come to the top corners of the mat. Hips over knees. Keep the hips lifted. Draw the belly towards the thighs. Melt the heart and rest forehead to the earth. If we can't get the forehead down because the shoulders are too tight, you might take a block or a rolled up blanket or pillow underneath the forehead. Come back to your continuous breath in and out of the nose. And encourage it to stay nice and steady and in control. Good. We're going to start to peel ourselves up through a cat pose. Walk the hands underneath the wrists. Tuck the chin to chest. Round through the spine. Maybe come onto fingertips as you really round and arch. And then exhale, ground the hands. Drop the belly, lift the crown. Cow pose. Good. Exhale, cat. Maybe take it deeper by coming onto the fingertips. Really pulling the navel into the ribs. And exhale, ground the hands, drop the belly, lift the crown. Let's do one more. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Beautiful. Come to a neutral spine, pulling navel into ribs, stacking hips over knees, and shoulders over wrist. Just pressing away from the earth. We feel the scapulas spread. Tops of the feet are going to press into the mat. Hover the knees, lifting them about a foot off the earth. Gazing towards the top of the mat. And exhale, lower down. Good. Come to sit on the heels. And we'll stretch out the wrist to some figure eights here. And plant the hands, curl the toes. Let's lift up to a downward facing dog. Keeping a nice bend in the knees, heels falling directly behind the toes. Pointer fingers parallel to one another. Take a full breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale, look forward. Start to walk to the top of the mat, nice and slow. Plant the feet as wide as the mat and just sway it out, bending into one knee and then the other. Letting the arms hang low like ragdoll arms. Good. Plant the hands, knees and toes turn out, Malasana Yogi squat. You can come all the way down if your body allows, or come into this mid squat. Press elbows into the knees. Grow the crown taller. Find the breath in the low belly. Inhale, everything expands. Exhale, let it go. One more in. And out. Ground the hands, lift the tail, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Draw the shoulders down the back, gaze off the top of the mat. Exhale, soften the knees and fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach overhead. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, reach up. Grabbing onto the left wrist, we reach to the right. Take 3 breaths. Feeling this through the side body, through the left rib cage, the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Grab right wrist and reach left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive forward and fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, step it back to plank. Now I just want us to take a moment holding this plank and noticing what it feels like to hold so much weight, right? When we're having to keep ourselves up, we can only do it for so long before we really need to ground back into the earth, take a moment of rest, and show up again with our strength. So this plank just being a metaphor for letting out our stress by releasing. Let's glide forward, lower down. Come to rest on the belly. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Inhale into your cobra, elbows bending into ribs, shoulders down the back, crown lifted. Exhale, lower down. Push up plank or pass through the knees, downward facing dog. Let's lift that right heel high, bend the knee, open and stack the hip, and start to draw some big circles with the right knee. Try to level out the shoulders by pressing evenly through the hands. Need a nose, step the foot through, and stay here in this mid lunge. Back knee is lifted, we rock forward and back. Good. From here, lower that back knee, Anjaneyasana, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. And big step forward to fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, Anjali Mudra, hands at heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, left foot steps back. High lunge, reach it up. And exhale, plant the hands, step it to plank. Chaturanga, maybe on the knees, lower it down. Cobra, hips and knees grounded, lift the crown. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's lift that left heel high. Bend the knee, open and stack the hip, and then take some circles. Good, knee towards the nose, step the foot all the way through, and rock it out, forward and back. Lower that back knee. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to the mat. Lift the back knee, big step forward and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands at heart center. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale to half lift. Right foot will step back. Keep that knee lifted. High lunge. Exhale, hands to the mat. Big step back and lower down. Maybe coming through an upward facing dog. And a child's pose, knees wide, big toes to touch. Rest the seat by the heels. Letting all of our energy ground into the earth. With each exhale, we melt deeper. And then pulling in some new energy from the earth as we start to rise up into our downward facing dog. Take your time. And once you arrive, I invite you to pedal out the feet and shake the head side to side. Good. We're going to look forward. We're going to take a step into Malasana. So you might take the left foot first and then the right foot, or you might try to hop into a Malasana. Once you arrive, take the left shoulder into the knee, extend the right arm back, opening through the heart. feeling the space throughout the chest, throughout the expansiveness of our reach. And exhale, hands come to center, Anjali Mudra. Take a breath in and out. Right shoulder into the knee and extend out. Great job. Come back through center. We're going to plant the hands and come up to a wide fold. We're going to cross at the arms and reach for opposite calves. Start to bend at the elbows and just bringing yourself towards the earth. Good. Release the hands. Take both thumbs and find a space at the base of the skull to massage. So you're just going to kind of press the thumbs with a little bit of pressure into that kind of soft spot at the base of the skull. You might massage the scalp, just letting gravity help us in this fold to release a little bit more tension. Clasp the hands behind the base of the skull. With the elbows bent, start to bend at the knees and come into the squat and lift the crown. Come all the way up to stand. Take a little back bend, bring the head into the hands. And exhale, fold. Release the hands. Walk the feet underneath the hips. Good. And inhale, half lift. Exhale, we step both feet back. Slowly lower down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the right heel high. Bend the knee. Bring it towards the nose. Pause and hold here. Press away from the earth. Feel that strength. Step the foot through. Ground the back foot, open up warrior two, and then just keep flowing into your peaceful warrior. Reach it up and back. 3 breaths. Exhale to your side angle, elbow can meet the knee or hand toward the earth. Stacking left shoulder over right, fingertips reaching tall. Beautiful. Peaceful warrior. Once again, keep that same bend in the knee. Into your revolve side angle, left hand inside of the foot. Lift that back heel and right arm comes up to the sky. Once again, stack the shoulders so the arms are in one T shape. Good, we're gonna drop onto the edge of the back foot so that right foot can step back for your side plank. Option to float the leg, take a tree pose variation, maybe grab onto the big toe and lift that foot. Beautiful, one more breath. And exhale, right hand down. Lower all the way to the earth. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll finish up on that left side. So inhale the left heel high. Knee to nose, push away from the earth, lift that knee. Feel how strong you are. It's amazing the things that we can do, the things that we can hold. Step the foot through, ground the back heel, warrior two, into your peaceful warrior. We don't give ourselves enough credit with all the things that we're able to complete, all the people we're able to care for, all of the energy that we give into our jobs, our families, our homes, our plans, and our plants. Take that elbow to meet the knee, side angle, right arm high. And just notice what you've built when you look around the place that you inhabit. All of the loving, caring energy that you've put to create that space. Peaceful warrior, keep the same bend in the knee, reach up and back. And then thank yourself. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing the work. Thank you. I appreciate you. Cartwheel the hands down, right hand inside of the foot. Revolve side angle, left arm high. Thank you for waking up each day and putting your energy into things that matter to you. Drop onto the right edge of the foot, step that left foot back. Vashisthasana, side plank. And exhale, both hands to the mat. Lower down our final vinyasa. Lifting the heart. And exhale, child's pose. This time maybe knees together, hands resting by the heels. Melt the forehead. Thanking yourself for taking this time to practice today. Even if it meant you had to push some things to the side, or you had to lock yourself in your room. You can't build your kingdom overnight, or your queendom. It takes small and big effort over time. And things can wait. The world isn't gonna set on fire if you don't complete each and every task that you set out to do today. So give yourself grace. Give yourself gratitude. And let the breath go. We can rise back up to a seat and just swing those legs forward on the mat so that we can come into a nice tall seat, shaking out the legs once you arrive. Let's take a moment to breathe in, reach the arms overhead, and then draw the chest forward, reach the hands as far forward as they'll go, and then melt the forearms to the mat, tuck the chin to chest, and take 10 breaths here. Great job, yogis. Let's scooch ourselves to the center of our mats. And grabbing behind the hamstrings, we'll just lower ourselves onto our back. Once you arrive, take the feet to touch and the knees splaying out for a butterfly posture, Supta Baddha Konasana. Notice where the hands rest, whether it's the hips or the belly and the heart, or maybe out wide. And just using this time to find some inner peace and quiet. Knowing that when we cultivate that feeling, it's much easier to show up when we come off the mat. Start to extend your legs as wide as the mat. Let the feet splay out and the palms open down by the sides. Coming into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Start to awaken our bodies. Let's take the arms out like wings, place the palms down on the earth. Draw both knees in towards the chest and let the knees fall over to the left. Pause and stay here for 5 breaths, stacking the knees, resting the skull. Inhale, knees through center, and slowly let them come over to the right. Five breaths here in this twist. Inhale, we draw the knees in through center. And then just take a few circles with the knees as we massage through the sacrum, drawing the knees to chest and away from you. Take some the opposite way. Good. Happy baby. Grab the edges of the feet or the calves, knees as wide as the mat, heels lifting up. Grounding into 5 breaths. And finally crossing at the ankles and using some momentum to rock forward and back a few times. Until we come back to a seat at the top of our mats. Closing down the eyes, resting the shoulders. We'll bring hands at heart center with gratitude for the space that we have cultivated and created. May we bring it with us through the rest of our day. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here. You're amazing. Namaste.